And fall in, my fellow scouts, as we watch the troops march to war. I am Micka here from Scouts of Entertainment. Glad to have you with me today on a 4v4 battle replay today at Island 1B. I am in the replay today. I believe I'm commanding France Ryan here. My allies today are Busty Pigeon, who goes by another name. Next we have DT Chaslock 19 and Sniper Smithhuck. Another team we have Nash 22, Duke, the King of Gondor, and Richard the Lionheart. Missing, of course, is my nemesis Johnny LaBuffin, but one day I'll beat him again soon. Anyway, we have over here France Ryan, as I said. My other allies are commanding France Autriche, Napoli, and over here we have France Italia. Our opponents today are Austria, Prussia. And as we search for the other flags, which we do see now, UK, Portugal, yep. And the other one is possibly just UK. There's no other variation of it that I can see there. We have one 3-pointer in the center, two 2-pointers in the middle, and the rest I'm going to assume are just 1-pointers. Now, we do have a long march ahead of us, and we are heading towards the roads as we speak. But for now, we'll do a small cut as the armies are approaching each other. But before we do that, if you guys want to see your own total replay here featured on this channel, you can send it to my email at scoutsoфentertainment@gmail.com. You can also send it to me directly on Discord. You can join my Discord server Scouts Reconnaissance and post it there. Or you can simply tag me in the replay post on NTW3 Lord's Discord as well. And with that, let's go to the start of the battle, guys. See you soon. Alright guys, we're back. Looks like my cab's about to be charged. Austria slams into me. And I remember my allies saying to me, Scouts, you can't charge your cav onto the back of each other. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot, basically. Now, Napoli is sort of coming to my aid. He's just arriving. I still have one cav unit in place. Heavy cav too, by the way. I got my artillery out of there, at least for now. Looks like Austria here has caught my cav. I'm trying to get away. No, I'm still charging away. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Here comes UK Portugal. And Napoli's covering my retreat. Oh, they break Austria. UK Portugal's about to outflank Napoli. Just like Cav. Flanking charge, 2-on-1. I think we've got some skirmishes here firing at the enemy Cav. Maybe it's not enough, I don't know. I'm charging back in my Rhine cavalry. This morale took a hit, didn't it?
Our men are running, sir.
And my cav have buggered out on me at 50. So the unit didn't have the greatest morale. Austria's my other ally come to my aid, but he's got enough troops over here to win. So thanks to my team, what could have been a disastrous defeat turned into a victory. I fully recognise I charged in way too soon. Well, to be honest, I think I got caught out. I marched up my cav too far forward. I wasn't going to get him out of there, so I just charged him in because I figured it was going to be charged anyway. I figured I wasn't going to get away. And you know, that's no excuse to losing 2 units, but that's just what happened. But my allies saved my butt. I have no qualms with that at all. My 8-pounder is, well, I'm searching for a spot, obviously, to deploy it. It is attached to a set of ponies, so I can get out of there in a hurry. We've got over here another faction whose name escapes me off the top of my head. Obviously I remember the flag. But yeah, it just escapes me for now. Could tell you though, if I could see the flag, but no you can't. Okay, Italy's marching up a 4-pounder. Our enemies seem to have taken the high ground, as it were. Which makes our job a little bit more difficult. But, see you soon, guys. Alright guys, we're back. I've got my artillery set up. Hopefully they can fire a shot. Firing canister. My allies charging these cabins to the enemy flank. He's breaking them. Oh, my cav here is exhausted. That's why they're walking. I'm trying to run some sort of interference to protect my artillery. Nope, they're targeting my artillery at least. The rest of my army is about to arrive. The first of my units has already engaged 2 Austrians. Or was it just the 1?
Our men are running.
No, I think it's 2. By the end outnumbered, I just lost my artillery. I'm gonna have to pull back. See, I'm trying to outflank my Austrian counterpart. He's sending over reinforcements to strengthen his line. My ally is approaching him, but needs to move up. But his risk, of course, is the English artillery on the hill there that's coming up.
Our men are running, sir.
That was a nice volley there. Another good volley on that unit. These guys here are having a standoff. It suits me okay. Oh, my only unit here got absolutely shellacked. Down to 48. The mature alerts up top. Ready to provide some sniper cover. Alright guys, come on. That's enough. Just get in there. Jeez, they're taking their time, aren't they? Man, they're falling fast. And that's too fast. They got like 6 units shooting them. Maybe I'll think about pulling back soon. More Austrians moving up. Morale, my forces aren't looking great. I mean, Austria's taking casualties, but I seem to be worse off.
Our men are running, sir.
Okay, my allies here making a play for the enemy artillery. They got in between the lines. Oh, they pulled out. Oh, because they broke. And these guys here, they're wavering. They're running, but they appear to be exhausted. Oh man, the horse just didn't have the legs to carry them the rest of the way. They were there. That sucks, but that should encourage all players in the future not to run their cavalry until they're ready to be run. You've got a limited window to be very useful. You run them too early, that's what happens. And they obviously took part in the earlier battles. I'm not saying those my allies didn't ran their cav too early by mistake or anything like that. No. Their cav was just exhausted from the battles prior. You gotta make sure before you send your cav in, when it's tired, exhausted. Well, if he's exhausted, guys, keep the cav out of the fight. It's gonna be basically useless to you. They're just gonna walk at a slow pace into the enemy, and your enemy will have plenty of time to just shoot them to death. So, you know, exhausted cav is useless. Don't even try sending it into battle. It's just not going to work. Now, although I have the high ground, Austria is still putting up one hell of a fight. Austria's just bringing up here its reserves. These are my skirmishers here. At this part of the battle here, this is where my skirmishers should be king. They should easily own this field. I'm trying to spread them out a little bit more so they have better line of fire into the enemy. You got here, this is my cav, I believe. See, they're very tired. And England's coming over here.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack.
This means I gotta get out of here soon. Austria just won't die. Anyway, I call it quits and I bug out. I'm losing this fight, my army's being diminished. Austria's shooters here seem to be far better than my own. He's also got supporting artillery providing obviously some great cover. My Austria's ally, his deployment does concern me here a little bit, especially with Austrian artillery pointed in his general direction and troops here really bunched up, you know? If you just aims for the middle one, he has a good chance of hitting all 5 units in a single barrage. So I'm going to be careful of that. But our last 2 allies here are getting close to their engagements. Napoli is actually, I was going to say, it's pretty much all cav, but I was wrong. He's got some infantry coming up. Napoli, he has a lot of cav today. So, I'm trying to form up. Austria here shooting at me, but as you can see, pretty much all our volleys here going into the side of the hill. We just zoomed in, give you guys a look. See, we can barely see each other. I'd be shocked if any troops in this part of the battle is being shot at or getting hit. I mean, got a giant ass hill in between us. Okay, we've got enemy general fallen. Rusty Pigeon lost his general here. Napoli lost their general. And this is my cav here. I'm just protecting my left flank. Just stop trying to protect the troops from the rear. Keep enemy cav off my back. Napoli's here also. They're like this really good deterrent, I think. My firing line is reformed. Looks reasonably good. This area though is not. This one here is not the best. I got to straighten this one up. This one is a little bit crooked. And positioning matters immensely in this game, guys. You know, you got to make sure your troops are in the right formation when they attack. It'll be a disaster. I don't know what I'm doing there with my skirmishers, but I've got to stop it. Alright, I'm pulling back because obviously England-Portugal's coming around. And I'm moving away from my teammate. I tell other players not to do this all the time. Come on, what am I doing? Oh, hang on, no, I'm moving this way so my allies can bring in their troops and link up. So we can get more men on the line. France having a mighty shooter here with England-Portugal, who seems to have divided his forces. Got some howitzers coming in. Bit of a slow grind there. Right now, it's not looking too good here on our left flank. I'm here and I am vastly outnumbered. I'm bringing over my skirmishers. For some reason, I'm thinking they'll be best suited against the UK-Portugal troops. I was in communication with my allies. I was telling them my movements. I believe we all were. So you've got England, Portugal, and regular England coming my way. Oh, this is so good. I'm in all sorts of shit right now. And here we go. Skirmishes, good accuracy, decent range the closer you get to them. Obviously the more kills they should get, theoretically. We have no troops coming over just yet. So we've got some cab making their way here. I have to keep falling back. I think I end up putting a unit here in this building just to provide some level of protection. Nice deployment here. The 4 Panda tearing up the enemy infantry. France looks like he's winning the firefight. UK's on his right flank. He's outnumbered too. Fortunately though for him, UK is not pressing. He's setting up his skirmishers. Should help. He's also got 2 units in reserve that are desperately needed on his right flank. Try and keep the enemy at bay. Thing is, I don't know why UK isn't pressing. His ally here isn't doing too well against the French Italia troops, you know. And right on cue, they move in. Austria's charged his cab through, obviously going after enemy artillery. And UK Portugal charged into the France-Austria's troops, which can form square. Did they form square? Yes, they did. And they broke them. My heavy cav charging into the enemy UK troops. And we drove back, I think, 2 of the 3 UK units that were originally here. Napoli definitely helped me out. These are my skirmishers. And now my plan here is to use my skirmishers to harass the UK forces, at the same time move my cav around their flank or to the rear. Basically send this unit into a panic. And just eventually overwhelm and break him and then start moving up the hill toward UK Portugal. As you can see, I'm starting to reform my line for an attack. Getting ready to gear up for war. Got 3 units back here who I need to pull back or link up with their 3 units on the right, you know. This unit looks like it's going for a bayonet charge. And they're going to be supported by their cavalry. Oh, French infantry broke. And Cav's bugging out. The skirmishers are still fighting in a weird formation here. What am I shooting at? See, enemy cav right there. UK's enemy, me. These guys here are exhausted. You can see they're running, but they're moving so slow. And they broke. They walked right in front of them as they were firing. I was going to let them wipe out as many as they can. The more they kill, the better. You can see I managed, with the help of Napoleon, managed to have driven off more of the UK forces. Napoli's also joining the fray. They're keeping their forces back here a little bit. I think it's because of the enemy artillery. And here comes UK. There's only a couple of skirmishes. How's my ally going to approach this? Well, these guys here, they've almost lost 50%, both of them.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Okay, so they took control of the house up there. It's a very special thing that happens later. So you guys are going to see, you're going to love it. Something that I don't think's ever been captured before. Or maybe not seen in a very long time. And to find out what that is, you're just going to have to keep watching. Or you can cheat and fast forward and try to find out where it happens. But watching does help out with the YouTube algorithm, so I appreciate your time, as always. Now, my army's taking a beating, or it's taken a beating, but it's still kicking. See, long range against a square, I'm winning that fight. My general's right there, but my middle unit's struggling to keep up the morale. Yep, going for a bayonet charge.
Our men are running.
And that failed. Spectacular. See, I thought our centre was in a lot of trouble because of the enemy artillery just hammering their positions here. It doesn't appear to be the best. But so far the French and Napoli forces seem to be weathering the storm. Italy here is getting too bunched up. The forces are all a little bit disorganized. Oh, they're trying to reform. France is charging in with some grenadiers. Yep. Well, if anyone can handle themselves, it is the grenadiers. Okay, I've got off a good charge. France moving forward using the Englishmen as shields. And here come the Highlanders. Oh, the most feared soldier with their kilts and their ability to blind the enemy with their asses. But now they've been sent running with their tail between their legs. Those English units there, I'm sure, were giving France a lot of sleepless moments, but not only did he hold his position, he's annihilated them. Only one of them surviving. But the main thing keeping the enemy in the game so far is their artillery, which has to be dealt with before we can really advance on them in this region here. Well, my men are still fighting valiantly. My skirmishers are chipping away here at this square. So, after surviving the attack, which I didn't think I was actually going to survive, I begin pushing back here against UK-Portugal. Napoli here has really sort of kept the centre together. His army, though, now is unfortunately crumbling. But he did sort of stabilise our lines. He's got his cav there in the rear too. He's setting up his forces, but given the morale is as weak as it is, probably just needs to keep them back a little bit. You know, for now I'm trying to get back on the attack. I'm trying to advance on Austria. France Austria has fallen back to Italy over here. The 6-pounder is almost dead in front. I mean, they've got to be close enough for canister. Where are they going? Oh, he's loading up the guns again. I don't know if I'll get the guns out in time. Napoli charged in. Obviously their cav broke. The other unit is not too far away. Napoli just needs to pull back a little bit. The unit is so close to breaking. There it goes. My cav is still alive at this point. Napoli's getting some great side shots here. Enemy artillery. Just tearing through my units right now. Okay, Portugal advancing on France Ostrich. The thing is, I can't really advance further in this direction. The artillery will kill me. You see Napoli trying to go around. He's trying to get into the enemy arty. France's position is stronger. These guys here look heavy. Looks like France is just trying to delay the enemy there. The Cav is drawing them in. Some Chevaliers. Yeah, they break pretty quickly. Did they break all the enemy Cav? Yes, they did. They succeeded, at least for now. They might reform. Meanwhile, I'm moving towards my allies here. Napoli has returned. You can see for the first time in a long time I actually am achieving superiority in numbers against my enemy.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, that unit's getting hammered. Napoli's on the hill. Austria's on the march. He's coming towards him. You can see he's got that cav there in the background. Jeez, most of my trailers are still alive. My other unit though is done. They're out.
Our men are running, sir.
Our enemy center is crumbling. I think France has this unit. Hollanders. Only dropping a couple there. So basically we have made no ground in trying to get on the enemy hill. We just have too much artillery up there. I mean, we're slowly eating away at their forces. We seem to be outlasting the barrage, the constant barrage of fire. And we are dealing with the enemy cavalry. Napoli has another unit here going around. I'm doing something with my cav. What am I doing? They're exhausted. Okay, originally I was trying to charge them into battle, but because they're exhausted, that's obviously failing. Casualty sustained, but seems to be in good spirits, not tired. That's important. Napoli searching for a target. Coalition forces seem to think they've strayed too far from their defensive positions and are heading back to the safety of their artillery. What's Napoli up to? Where's he going to charge? He's going to charge into him. they're going to break him. That's 2 now they broke. France is moving up. They're getting confident. Oh, they broke. Again, they should come back. They should return. Those are my forces over there. I'm only trying to figure out what to do exactly. Going forwards is suicide. I've got to rethink my approach entirely. Right now the strategy is how to get to the top of this hill. It just seems like a mammoth task, and we don't know if we have the forces to do it. The enemy still has a large number of troops, and the artillery is what's going to shred us to bits before we get even close enough to blast the enemy to bits with our rifles. Our artillery is struggling to match their own. These are my dragoons here. And my enemy has not lined up his troops for battle. I think I just charged him in at an opportune time, you know, because they just got hit by an artillery piece from my ally. And I charged into him straight after that, so it was just good timing. Alright, they formed pike. I'm trying to break this unit before I pull out. It's just taking forever. Just can't do it. Got so close. Until he's moving back up. My forces are on the march. Like, I feel like I got a better chance moving my army to the right flank. Because there seems to be an absence of forces up here. I think this is the approach to get up the hill. Our opponents had the area too well covered from this direction all the way around, you know. From here to here, they got it covered. There's no approach we can get there that will achieve victory for us. Now, Napoli is going to pull back. You know, Legion came back, so I'm just getting them back into the fight. They got a long march ahead of themselves. Whoa, wow, there you go.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
And as you just saw, we had a triple general kill. Triple kill. All the generals here in this house that was just blown to bits by our artillery. We just thought, wow, that was awesome. Never seen that before. We didn't think that all the generals were in there. We just wanted to take out the building.
Our men are running, sir.
My forces here going up against UK Portugal at 5-4. My general's alive. The building should hinder their fire a little bit. These guys here behind a barricade.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, so that attack failed. I've been forced to retreat a little bit. This is still my cavalry over here, walking exhausted. That's my general over there. Let's have a look. King of Gondor, Duke, and Nash all had their generals in that fateful building. Nice charge there from France, Italy, taking out the artillery, charging into the army, into the teeth of the army. Took out the artillery and now it's running past them before they even fire a shot. And all form a square and shooting to bits. Had an enemy unit here. Let me try and take out my general. They're eager and winded. Austria seems to get back into the fray. I don't know. I think he was going to take an enemy building. At this stage, we're thinking of lock. We're trying to get the points. So he's just trying to rout England there. And I charged my general here into this unit, trying to kill it. Oh no, my general is not here. A heavy cap though, won the day. France is being surrounded here. Italy, that's all the generals now. All the generals are now dead. Taken out by some French cavalry. Napoli is still alive. He's been absent, but it was always amazing. You know, just when you think Napoli isn't around anymore, another huge cav unit appears. The artillery here is lined up nicely with the UK forces. Let's have a look. Ooh. Just a tad high. And look, a bunch of Austrian troops have reappeared. The enemy just won't go away. That's pretty much my last infantry unit over there. The French Grenadiers, they charged in. They took out 2 units. Italy's trying to come to his aid. The Cav. Yeah, they kind of got 2 units here that form square. The Grenadiers are fighting very well. Two more units here trying to take on UK Portugal. Push him back. We have 12 minutes left on the clock. And as it stands, the red team is winning 5-2 at least. Shaken, exhausted. I'm trying to rest up my cav. This is taking forever to rest. Well, you know, Austria has returned. That's good. France, Austria, not the regular Austria. "12 minutes left," as I said. We're chipping away at each other. This battle had lots of twists and turns. As you can see, we've had multiple engagements all over the field. Like, the battle has not been fought in one place. It's been fought. It started being fought here. It got pushed all the way back here, only to be pushed back in this direction once again. The forces here have been a lot of to and fro's. You know, first they pushed down the hill, then we pushed them back up the hill, and then we tried to hammer each other's flanks, each trying to find a weak spot to penetrate each other's lines, so we can start getting to the rear of our other enemy and rout their forces. And France, Austria is trying to do what we haven't succeeded. We haven't been successful in doing this entire battle, and that's to charge up the hill in this direction and fight our way to the top. You can see our forces are very tired. They're getting back into the battle slowly. The flag reminds me of Lithuania. Or Lustani, so apologies if I got that wrong. Alright. France over here has re-engaged his Austrian counterpart. He seems confident he can push the enemy back despite the artillery support. France, Italy is still holding back a little bit. He hasn't pushed forward again. He's trying to keep his forces at base so his artillery has free rein to fire all over the fields and reduce the risk of friendly fire. And, you know, finally we get some troops into the enemy arty. They have been sent packing, finally. This was a critical moment in the battle. You can see here, we've got the French and Italian player back on the march. Our own arties hammering their positions, breaking their forces. And with renewed vigour, our troops begin to march back up towards the hill. Confident and fresh, so they're rested. My cav is rested. You can see, look at the pounding Italia's taken. Most of his units here are down 50% or more. So I sent one unit back to sort of delay us, keep us busy. That's my unit. So I'm gonna get some fire on that thing, break it. There's that. Alright, this is the house that my general captured. I got off the horses there. Anything we can do to get lock. So right now we've got 5 points. Our enemy has 2 that I can see. Apparently if you control the area around the destroyed house, you still get the points somehow. I say somehow because I don't fully understand it, but I accept the rule. Of course. Because you think with the house destroyed, the points can no longer be claimed because there's no house. But, apparently that rule is, you know, the points stand, the house is gone, but the points stand, so remember that. Can't just destroy the building. You've got to own the territory. Now, my plan is to engage the enemy with my infantry, and at the same time charge through the gaps of those houses into the flank of my enemy and break these units. I have no plan, of course, for reinforcements, but as you can see, I only have a tiny little force left, so I can only make small plans at the moment. Looks like our enemy's also thinking of lock. He's got a unit here moving towards that point over there. Napoli could be at his heels. The cav is sort of shadowing them, at least for now. These guys there, they're going to break soon. Cav's moving in. They try to form a square, but my cav got in their ranks. My infantry broke. It would have been really handy if my infantry stuck around. Cav is down to 20. Come on, guys. You got the English forces breaking. I broke them, but then my other cav unit broke. And here comes Napoli, running down the street. You think that counts as us taking the house, you know? These horses, all their masters are dead. 1 minute 32 seconds. They're running exhausted. Okay, that's why I'm not charging down the street. Heavily armed Napoli cavalry. They just ran through the square. Some late because of Coraziri. And you know, the attack over here seems to have failed. "35 seconds. UK Portugal here down to 3 units. 18 seconds. France is doing his absolute best. Napoli almost had him over here. And that's it. UK have 1 unit left. I think England and UK, he would have captured that building too at the end. But it was a tight race. I think we won that, to be honest. I really think we did. Busty Pigeon here, 605. Didn't get too many kill counts, but he was pivotal into holding the line, so he did a great job there. I got 1,133 kills myself. DT Chaslock 19, 1586 MVP for our team. Sniper Smithhuck 1,101. Nash 22, 337. Duke 1,172. The King of Gondor 1616. And Richard the Lionheart 833. What a battle. Alright, kill counts here. My cav got 468. I think a lot of that was broken troops, but they broke a lot of units themselves in battle, so you know. I won't take too many kills away from them. They did really well. They easily outshone any other unit in my army. I might as well have just brought these guys here and not brought half my army. Since this unit alone, I think got more kills than pretty much all of them combined. Nah, that's not true, but you know, most of them. Still, that was a great battle. If you want to see your own replay featured here on this channel, guys, and have me commentate it, you can send it to my email at scouts7entertainment@gmail.com. You can post it to me directly on Discord server. You can join my Discord server Scouts Reconnaissance and post your battle replay there, any Total War game including mods. Or you can simply tag me in the NTW3 replay you post on the Lord's Discord as well. And with that, this is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Goodbye my fellow Scout Troopers. Catch you in the next Total War battle.